Here we go. Instagram is live. Hi, everybody. My name is Brianna Bernard, and I lost 100 pounds in 1 year. I am a personal trainer, nutrition coach, mental strength, and accountability coach. And this is my little boy, Ty, and welcome to our Sunday night laundry room confessions. We are going to talk about something that has come up a ton in, you can fold some laundry, bud. He wants to be in the video, so I told him if he's going to be in the video, he's got to help. That means you got to fold the clothes.
I'm good at it.
You are good at it. I appreciate your help. You're going to be a really good partner someday. So
I'm going to be a clean partner.
You're going to be a clean partner. You are.
I don't even know.
So
a lot more of basketball.
Oh, okay. You're going to play basketball. So I've had a question come up a ton this week about making healthy meals for your whole family. I have some clients right now who have talked about the fact that they're making healthy choices for themselves, especially in the evening at dinner time, and maybe they have just a spouse or they also have families and little kids, and they're trying to make healthy meals for their family, but the kids or the spouse are resisting, and they're like, do we have to eat this too? And it is a huge struggle for moms, for anyone in a family, because we have set this groundwork for what is acceptable or how we do things and what kind of meals we eat, and making a change to that, just like for you and I, is a difficult thing. So when you try to get your partner or your kids involved and on board, there is a really good chance that they are going to push back and say, whoa, what's going on? What happened to my mac and cheese and chicken nuggets, Mom? I am not going to eat this piece of chicken. So I was really lucky because I started my weight loss journey when Ty was about 1 year old. So he was really just starting to eat solid foods at the time that I was adopting all these healthy habits into my life. So I feel like I had a relatively easy time implementing healthy meals into his life because he didn't know any better. All he has ever known is that we eat healthy. So in that respect, I think it's been relatively easy. I never had to make this huge shift with his meals. He's always just eaten what I give him. However, I'm divorced, and he doesn't necessarily eat the same that he does. Oh, Grandma Wendy says hi. He doesn't necessarily eat the same. We're going to FaceTime you after this. So when Ty's with his dad, he's not necessarily eating the same types of foods that I would feed him. And I don't have control over that. And that's okay. He doesn't have to eat spinach and chicken 24/7. However, that can make it challenging when you have someone who feeds your kid differently than you, whether that's daycare, whether that's school, whether, whatever that is, whatever that looks like in your life. And so, one, you can have a conversation with those people and say, hey, this is really important to me that you feed my child well. And give them some examples of things that you feed them and what they like to do, and see if they can be more on board so that it's easier to just keep that consistency in your kid's life. However, at the same token, when moms come to me and are like, I cannot feed my kid what I'm eating. There is no way that my child is going to eat the salmon and Brussels sprouts that I made for myself. Absolutely not happening. And my answer to that is, we all have a choice, right? You have the power to say, this is what I made and this is what you're going to eat. And if your family is hungry, they're going to eat it. If they're really not that hungry, maybe they'll choose not to and they'll wait to eat to the next meal. And that is something that I do with Ty. If he says, Mom, I want a snack right now, and I'll say, okay, he knows he's got choices. I'll say, what are my choices?
I got a million.
You got a million choices, but usually I give you 2, maybe 3. And I'll say, Ty, you can have a yogurt, or you can have a protein bar, or you can have sugar snap peas and hummus, or you can have
apples and peanut butter.
Apples and peanut butter, exactly. And sometimes he doesn't like the choices that I give him. And he'll say, I'll just wait, Mom. And so it's a good way as a parent to be like, well, maybe he's really not that hungry. Or sometimes he'll be like, okay, well, I'll have this. And that's how I know he really is hungry. Because oftentimes I'll just tell him, well, bud, if you don't want to eat any of those things, that's okay. Why don't you drink your water? I'll fill up his water bottle and say, honey, drink all this water.
And I chug it.
And you chug it. Yeah, rock and roll. So he'll chug it, and then he's not hungry for a little while. And then when he does feel hungry again, I'm like, okay, now what do you want to eat? You can have a snack, or if it's time for a meal, then I'll give him a couple of options for that too. But getting your kids involved in the meal planning process and your spouse can be really helpful, because even if they choose things like tacos or pizza, you can find healthier versions of those things to give to them. You don't have to give them Domino's and Taco Bell. You can make healthy versions. So if Ty wants tacos, I can easily make some shrimp tacos and do everything homemade myself with mango guacamole, and we'll do I'll do a bunch of sauteed bell peppers, and instead of iceberg lettuce, and instead of using a bunch of taco seasoning that's really high in sodium, I'll make my own, or we won't even go that route. We'll just put guac on it and it's delicious. And so there are ways to make healthy versions of the things that your family loves. Or if they want pasta, maybe they're like, Mom, we want Alfredo or spaghetti. You can buy now at the store containers of spiralized zucchini noodles, butternut squash noodles, sweet potato noodles, beet noodles. And if you can't buy those in your grocery store, I have a spiralizer that I bought for 10 or 15 bucks at Target. And you just put the vegetable in it and you twist the other end, and these beautiful vegetable noodles come out of it. So there are so many alternatives to feeding your family, chicken nuggets and mac and cheese and some of the things that they're just used to eating. They're going to resist. You just have to know that there's going to be resistance from your spouse, from your kids. But the more consistent you are, they're going to just get used to it. And eventually they're going to be like, whatever, I guess this is what we're eating. Because regardless of whether your family needs to lose weight, or maybe you're the only one who's trying to lose weight in your family, but maybe your family is like, we don't want to do this. It's important for them to eat well too. I just had a woman this week, a couple of women actually, say, my husband is so annoying. He can eat anything he wants and he's still just lean, and then even if he does get a little beer belly, he goes to the gym twice and then he looks great and he's like shredded again. And this is something I hear so often from women, that their spouses don't have this issue, so they keep all this junk in the house and they're not as on board because they don't have to worry about it. But my answer to that is, regardless of whether you're trying to lose weight or your weight is a struggle or not, you need to eat healthy. And you have to remember that there is a reason that you're doing this. What is your why? You have to remember that you are making these healthy meals for your family because you want to lose weight. You have to remember that you're making these healthy meals for your children because you want them to grow up with a healthy relationship with food. You're making these healthy meals for your spouse or your partner because you want them to live a long life with you. And I think part of it is just reiterating that information to them and saying, this is why we're doing this. I understand you may not love every second of this, but I'm also not a short order cook. I should not have to make 5 meals to feed my family dinner at night. And if your partner is really, really pushing back on it and is like, I do not want to eat this, they're very capable. They're adults. They can make their own food. You are not responsible for cooking for them if they don't want to eat what you made. They can make their own thing. You can't take that on, and you shouldn't have to sacrifice your health because they don't want to eat what you made, especially when it's healthy. So talk to your family, get them involved. Ty loves going grocery shopping. He loves picking out these are my choices for the week, and he knows that he's always going to have options. Oh, is your loose tooth going to fall out?
Feels like fun.
We're trying to eat soft stuff right now because our front right tooth is very wiggly. Maybe the next time you see us, we'll be missing a front tooth.
I have no idea, but
I don't know.
it's in there.
It's exciting times in the Bernard house. So talk to your families and come up with a plan, but you have got to stick to your guns, because if you waver, if your kids are like, this is gross, and you give in, you're teaching them that if they whine and complain enough, whether this is your spouse too, maybe he's whining or she's whining and complaining, if you teach them that if they keep pushing the matter, you're just gonna give in, then it's not gonna work. So you have to have a plan, and you have to stick to your guns and say, no, this is what we're gonna eat, and get the crap out of your house. If there is unhealthy food in your fridge, in your pantry, in your freezer, you or someone you love is going to eat it. If you have healthy food in your house, you or someone you love is going to eat that too. So you have to make the choice to get rid of it and fill it with healthy options so that you and your family can eat healthy meals together. Hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Peace out.
A couple.